we're going to start with these social action nodes. So, as you are probably aware, when you play HypeHype, when you load up a game in HypeHype, you start on this screen, right? And you have a bunch of stuff over here on the side. You can leave comments, you can favorite the game, you can share the game. If your game has a leaderboard, that's going to be over here. And previously, if you wanted your players to do any of those actions, to look at any of those menus, they would have to come back to this menu, right? They would go into your game, they would be playing. It's like, oh, cool, I like this game. I want to share it with my friend. I need to come back here and hit share, right? So what the social action node does is it essentially lets you access a number of these features from within your game. So you can direct your players to those features without them having to back out to this overlay screen. So let's jump into the editor and I will show you what I did here for this demo. The node itself is extremely simple to use, right? We have a bunch of inputs here and essentially you execute any one of those inputs and it's going to open the corresponding menu or overlay, whatever that thing may be. So what I set up here is I made a user interface where I just made a button for each of those actions. And then I connected it here, right? So if we go test, if we go into this area, it's going to bring up my button. If I want, I can go to the leaderboards there. Obviously, it's empty. This game doesn't have a leaderboard. But straight down the list, I can access the comments. I can share. Share, there it goes. I can favorite the game. I can follow the creator. Not available in playtest. And I can open the community page for that game all right there without having to back out of the game. So this is a really powerful tool for you to drive kind of some of those social engagements that will help your game get seen by more people. So this is a very cool thing. I set it up in here, obviously, so I have one menu where you do all of this. But depending on what kind of game you make, you know, maybe you come up in here and it's just like right away, it just opens like, hey, this is the leaderboard area. So you want to go look at the leaderboard? Cool. Or you could build it into your game, right? Like, say I'm working on some new racing games. I like to make racing games. I could have it so that as soon as the race ends, it gives a little pop-up. If the player wants to see their position on the leaderboard, they can go and do that right away. And obviously, there's all kinds of different use cases you can have for this tool, but it's there now for you to use. And I recommend that you do use it. If you would like to check out this demo, there is a link if you're watching on YouTube in the description. Before I move on, are there any questions about the node? Exactly, PT. Exactly. So you could incentivize your players to do it by giving them something, you know. So you could build something in there that's like, hey, if you share this game, I'll give you a little bit of in game currency. There's lots of use cases for that.